All right, it's showtime. It's showtime. It's showtime. It is Friday night, and you guys know this is another edition of Relationship Recap. I am your girl, Crystal XO, and I am in uh, Chicago. I don't know, what do they call Chicago? I don't know what the byline for Chicago is. Let me bring in Scorpio Moe and see if he knows what we call Chicago.
What up?
What's going on? What's good?
What's good? What's good? It is Friday.
It is Friday. It is Friday, and Pajama Mo is in the building.
Yes.
So, do you order these sets all together, or do you just pick them out from time to time? How is this? How does this go? No, I'm serious because it seems like they all look the same, just with different colors. And
Well, here's the thing.
okay,
The one with the white trim kind of stands out more on camera. The other one, I could probably get away with wearing that night at a summer event. I'm just be honest with you.
okay.
Thinking about doing it. But no, I bought it. I like them. I buy them in different colors. I got about 6 of them.
But did you get them all at the same time, or
I
did you
did not. I did not. I
went back and kept adding the same set?
different colors.
Okay.
I'll switch it up though. I can.
I love it. Well, you know what? I like, I did, do they have a drawstring waist?
No.
Okay. I'm telling you, I don't know if it's just me. Ladies, in the chat, you can let me know if you agree. But I think men look really good in like a linen pajama bottom pant with a drawstring waist.
I got them.
Oh, okay. I
I
stand.
got them. They're not silky though, but I got them.
But yeah, it's just something about a drawstring waist. You know, if they sit low on the waist and he's got a nice little setup there, they kind of hang the right way. And then he's bringing in breakfast or something. It's a good time.
Interesting.
Just
Okay.
giving you some tips if you ever, once you get to that point, bringing in breakfast, no shirt, the pajama bottoms sitting just right on the waist, a little low. It's good.
Before I bring the breakfast in the room, I check if I got it together, and
Check and see, yeah, and then bring the breakfast. But I'll tell you what, depending on how good you got it together, if you bring her some amazing breakfast, she may not even care. You'd be
right.
amazing with good breakfast. If you can make a good breakfast.
I'm a breakfast guy. I don't. I'm not a breakfast person, but that's the best food I could cook is breakfast for sure.
What do you cook? Like, what is your breakfast?
Whatever it's usually it's omelets.
Okay, I'm like, what is your go-to? Everybody has a go-to.
It's an omelet.
Okay.
It's an omelet with the turkey bacon
Okay.
and the fruit on the side. It's a whole thing. I won't give it all away. But omelet is the go-to. Then it's a French toast. There's a shrimp and grits. I'm a breakfast guy.
You do shrimp and grits?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's pretty. Okay.
Now take a minute to make the roux and get the roux right. But yes.
Hey, Ravine, she says she is finally here for a live. We
Hey,
are happy to have you. Welcome.
Chi-Town
Yes, I am in Chicago.
or the Windy City.
That's what I was looking. I was like, what do they call Chicago? Yes, the Windy City.
Yes.
And it was right when I got in, guys. I got in last night at like 1:30 in the morning. It was pouring down rain, and the airport. I'm not really a fan of your airport. Okay, I'm not a fan of it. I just want you guys to know O'Hare is not my friend. Um, it's not my friend. Not my friend at all. I was not happy with O'Hare. You get in, you get your bags, and then you have to go up and take a train to get to your Uber. Where you get an Uber? Like, what sense does that make?
So it's not like here in Atlanta
No,
where
no,
you
no.
take the train to go get your baggage, then you step out to the.
It only makes sense that you should be able to, because by the time you finish at the airport, especially a big airport, you want to get your bags and get in the car. You don't want to get your bags and go back past gates.
That's a fact.
I didn't like it. I did not like it at all. I was unhappy with O'Hare. But I'm here. I am at the Black Women's Expo. If you are here in Chicago, please come and see me. I am at booth 42. No, booth 125. Booth 125. I would say that throughout the night.
It's a lot of booths.
They give a lot of booths. Yeah,
Uh-oh.
weird noises in my hotel room.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you got something up against the door?
I don't. I mean, is that do we need to do that?
Yes, yes,
Really?
yes. Or take a fork and put it, that door thing. They got the thing to go over the door.
Yeah.
Put
Um,
something in that, or put something up against the door in general. Hell yeah.
okay. All right. Well, I'll do that. I'll do that. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that. All right. Well, you know what? I have a question. Tonight's show is going to be good because I pulled all these clips for us to break down um, one by one about Love and Marriage Huntsville and that interview I did with Nell. But before we do that, I want to ask you. I want to ask the chat. I got a question for tonight, and we need you guys' participation for this. Um, how in the past, I have a friend that cannot get over their ex. I mean, they are struggling. They are not making it. It's almost turned into a, I want to say, a slight obsession, but it's bad. And I understand it can be that way when you really love someone and they decide they change their mind. So I want to ask you, like, how do you get over? What advice do you have as a man? Now, you did tell us a couple days ago that you had never really been heartbroken, but I'm assuming that you've been in love with somebody and it didn't work out.
Yes, but I ended them. That's why I've never been heartbroken, because I now sometimes are hard to.
It's not we okay, Mo. You don't have to you don't have
No,
to.
no, 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 no. I'm trying to get to this point. Is this a male or female? Because I think we get over things different.
Well, I don't want to say give because I don't want that person to feel like I'm telling their business. And if I say that, they may know, people may know who I'm talking about.
Okay.
So, or at least some people. So I want to add, let's from your perspective as a man.
Okay.
And then I'll give my perspective as a woman.
There you go.
So, and then you guys can give your perspectives in the chat, because I think all of us have been, maybe besides Mo and Troy, maybe, but no, Troy said he had. Actually, Troy was good with it. It was just Mo. So they were heartbroken. But if you need to get over someone and it hurts, how have you been able to get over a painful, like someone leaving or someone no longer being a part of your life that you really love? I will let you go first.
Stay busy.
Stay busy.
Stay busy. It's not that I even had to have a heartbreak to know that. I just know that I'm tempted to go back, but I know I can't. I shouldn't. You see what I'm saying? I'm tempted to still deal with it, but I shouldn't. So staying busy is the first thing. And this is gonna sound, well, you know what I'm gonna say, dog.
I do.
Be in the company of other women.
Yeah.
Even if it's not your cup of tea, but it just gets you your mind off of. Now, don't sit there and be like, man, Cheryl used to do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
But the biggest one is stay busy. That's it. That's all I got.
Okay. So stay busy and be in the company of other women.
Right.
Right. What they hang the right way? I don't know what that means.
Stay away from the Quiet Storm on the radio.
Stay away from the quiet. Yeah. Well, you know what? Now,
do they even have that anymore?
No, that's what I was gonna say. I don't even think they have. I was talking to a DJ today at the event, and he was saying there aren't love songs. There's only sex songs. So sex songs don't really make you sad. I know some really sad love songs, and I've seen
sex from the person.
Maybe.
Now, I might have been sad because of that.
Yeah.
But stay busy.
That's not the same type of sad, Mo. Sad because you can't have sex anymore, and sad because your heart are broken are two very different things. I want to point that out.
It definitely is.
Yeah. Hold on. So Coach T says, I have a 72-hour rule. I'll allow myself 3 days to mope, cry, and etc. I have 3 days because if Jesus can rise after 3 days, so can I. And I am, girl. Wow, 3 days. That's not a long time. That's not a
I
long
think
time.
that's when the process starts.
What do you mean?
The process of you get 3 days, you're just doing your boo-hooing, but
Let
you're
it out.
starting the process of getting back. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. I see what you're saying. So maybe she just gives herself the time to, and then after that, she forces herself to move forward.
There you go.
Okay. I can see that. Man, I know for me, um, the biggest thing is you have to police yourself, right? So you have to resist the urge to go back and look at their page, look at their I erase their text messages. I erase all, because what happens is I will go back and look over them over and over and over and over again and try to figure out what did he mean by this and that. You have to erase, you have to really, like I said, police yourself. So I make sure that I get rid of all the former text messages, and then I'll um delete their page. Like, you don't look at them, don't look at them on social media, because looking at it just makes it hurt.
What about erasing it all together?
Well, I mean, block it. I don't like to block people.
No, erase.
How do you erase their social media?
Delete.
I can erase their social media. I can unfollow.
Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I unfollow, absolutely, because going and looking at his social media will kill you, because what happens is the other person appears to have moved on, and that's just hurtful. It's hurtful. Don't look at their social. Don't go back and try to see what they're doing. I know that can be hard. That's why you have to police yourself. And then I always get rid of the number, and what I do is I block it, and then I erase it, which means I can't even find it in your phone. Like, they can't call me because that number is blocked. And I told y'all, I have a list of people in my phone that it just says no when they call. It just pops up no. It's probably like 10 of them. So I don't know who's who. I don't know what the number is, because before I found myself like, I wanted to let them call. I erased their name, but then the number pops up. You know the number. When it's the person that you care about, you know the number. You remember that number, but I don't want the number. I don't want to be able to reach out when I have a weak moment.
Get a new route to work.
So, and China Doll says disconnect from their family. That's a big one. You cannot talk. And I know people feel like, well, I just want to be friends because I care about them and I love them. That's my family too. That ain't your family no more.
There you go.
Unfortunately, you don't want to be the woman hanging around at the family barbecue and the man has moved on. He got a new woman. You don't want to be that girl.
Even if his sister invites you to the cookout, don't go.
She probably will.
Messy. The sister's messy. Don't do that.
But you don't go for your own self, right? Because it's going to hurt you. And knowing that them family is smiling in your face, but they smiling in somebody else's face too.
Exactly.
So yes, stay away. I like that, Ravine girl. I do all types of stuff to trick myself. Point is, you got to make sure you are responsible for healing and getting over somebody.
I got a good one.
Okay.
This is going to be tough now.
Okay.
Tough. You need to get rid of all that stuff that they bought you. Throw it out. Because remember I told you before, the lingering stuff, if you want to make an impression, it's the reverse rule now. Oh. I told guys, if they want to make impression on women, buy things that's going to stay in her house. She's going to have to use. That keeps you on her mind.
I don't know about that.
Vacuum cleaner, glass silverware, some stuff that's going to be that she got to use. So in reverse, you got to get rid of all that stuff now.
Nah, I'm not going there. I'm not doing that.
I'm telling you.
Nah,
you're going to be vacuuming the floor with tears in your eyes.
But what if, no, but first of all, if it's a functional vacuum, first of all, I don't like no dude buying me no vacuum. I'll get the vacuum myself, sir.
No, yours might have went out or something. Yours might have went out.
That's a functional gift. I'm not.
You want to get over it or what, man?
I'm not getting rid of a functional gift that way. I had a guy buy me a Chanel bag. I'm not getting rid of my bag because... No, I'm not doing that.
That's why your heart was broke as long as it was broke.
So I can smile. Let me tell you something. I can cry with a Chanel bag much better and then being sad without one. That's the thing. Only thing that's going to do is make me sad without the bag. I'm keeping the bag.
At least the vacuum cleaner is doing something for you. That bag ain't doing nothing for you.
Yes, it is. Dorica says she ain't throwing out her air conditioner. I know you better not. The jewelry, hell yeah, the jewelry stays. And Kay, what if he did something like he put something together? I had a person buy me a refrigerator. I'm not getting rid of my refrigerator. Every time I opened the refrigerator, I thought he sure did love me. Yep. Because he bought it and he brought it in. Yeah. I'm not throwing the stuff away.
And that's why we're here discussing rules on how to get rid of someone.
No, that I reject that one. Lynn Toy says, after my divorce, I allowed myself to feel the pain. I prayed to heal and forgive him for the hurt he caused me. I also started seeing a therapist to help process my feelings. I agree. Therapy is good because a lot of times you are left with the issues that you have yourself, right? So you got to figure out what is going on with you, not necessarily like what they did. Because it really isn't about them anymore at that point. Although we like to point the fingers and be like, oh, they did. And they did probably do some bad things. But yeah, I agree with you, Ravine. She said, I'm not throwing my TV or my Keurig away. Ain't nobody doing that. That's only
Ravine, they ain't never gave me nothing to throw away. Forget that.
Well, then you don't count. Then you can't even say this. You
No, I'm just saying that I said the reverse rule. I said if you want to keep a woman on your mind, we talked about this months ago. I said you buy things and she's gonna keep on. She will constantly think of you. That's her old trick.
I say we keep their gifts, and we ask other guys to help. You know, imagine if he brought you a vacuum cleaner, and the vacuum cleaner breaks down, and your new man fixes it. Imagine how good you feel then. I don't say throw anything away, ladies. Don't throw anything away. Keep it all. Keep it all. Unless it has his picture on it. Get rid of his pictures, especially if he was fine. Now, if he was unattractive, it's okay because you're going to look at it and be like, what was I with his behind anyway? But if he's fine, get rid of the pictures because you will stare at those pictures. And anyway, moving on. Yes, get rid of pictures of good-looking exes and do not get rid of the gifts. Find ways to utilize the gifts.
You know what? I'm telling dudes how to stay on their mind. Fellas, when you meet a woman, you go to dates all in her neighborhood. So even if you break up, when she drive home from work, she gotta remember you.
You don't do that. You're trying to
I'm trying to help y'all, and y'all keep y'all want to know nothing.
You are supposed to be helping men get over women. Not helping men keep us locked in. That's not what you're supposed to be here doing.
Okay.
No, you went off get over that road for a second, Mo.
The strip club, fellas. Now, I'm not saying temporary. I'm just saying this is only going to last a couple of hours, but you need all the time you can get.
But what if he doesn't have very much money and he's wasting it all? He's going to be broke and heartbroken.
You can sit in there and you don't have to pay for the strippers in there. You can just get a drink and watch from afar.
No, because the strippers come up and they want their money. They start.
No, they come over. Hey, would you like it? No, I'm fine, thank you. That's it.
But then if you talk to them, then they're gonna start wanting you to pay them.
Don't listen. Talk to the bartender. You don't have to talk to them ladies.
Don't talk to them ladies. I'm not telling him to go to the strip club because unfortunately he's gonna end up giving all his money away. I don't like your advice tonight.
He's trying to get over it. It might cost a little to get over it, but you're gonna get over it.
But what you don't want to do, fellas, is go broke and then be heartbroken because then you're not gonna get a new one.
Why does he have to be broke?
I'm saying if he wastes all his money in the strip club, if he throws it.
Go to the DR, fellas. Take a vacation out the country. Get a passport. Take a vacation out the country. If you don't get a passport, go to at least Puerto Rico. I'm telling you.
And what you gonna do in Puerto Rico? What happens in Puerto Rico?
Women are the women. You want to get over women, or you want to get women? You get women. Either or. Get over women. Be around other women. And it'll work itself out.
Now, see, if I told the women to go to Jamaica,
do what you got to do. Do what you got to do.
But that's not how you heal. Just because the eggplants may be in full bloom does not mean that you. Now you want to sigh.
I'm just saying, man.
I'm just saying we want to go. If you're gonna. Go out and enjoy yourself. You have to make sure the eggplant is in full bloom.
Do whatever you got to do.
No, but you want to do it in a healthy way or else it'll make it worse.
Well, if that's the case, then seek therapy. And we're going to do that now.
Gosh. Thank you, Mo.
or
Thank you.
develop a drug habit or something. I
What?
don't know.
Okay, we're okay. All right. Okay. Mm. Moving on.
Yes.
Moving on. Thank you, Lintoy. That's good. Went on several getaways with the girls. I definitely think you should go on girls' trips because, again, you can go places where there are eggplants in full bloom. And
Mhm.
sometimes just the company of like guys flirting with you feels good, especially if you go to another city, because when you go to another city, men haven't seen you, you haven't seen them, you're fresh meat, they're excited. So go someplace where you're not known, and let somebody else flirt with you. Now don't lock in because you're not ready, you're not healed.
I have a crystal story.
What?
I have a crystal story.
I didn't expect that is not on the run of show tonight.
I have a crystal story real quick. It's not a long story. Crystal goes out. This was, I don't know how many months after her divorce, whatever. Staying with me and John. We all in the house together, whatever. She goes out with her girlfriends. She comes back and she says, there were no cute guys there.
Okay.
In the same sentence at the end, but nobody tried to talk to me. And I'm saying to myself,
why are you telling me this story? Why are you telling this story?
Because you're telling the go out, and it just reminded me that you guys go out and maybe with not even the intentions or you see anybody, but you still want to be approached.
Yes.
And that is, if there's no one you're interested in, and goes to the validation thing. Y'all just want to be validated. Y'all don't even care. So when y'all be like telling men, well, you should approach women. Men don't approach women no more because half the time it's not even like y'all want to be approached for the wrong things. You're not even interested. So
First
that's
of all, this was a
another
dumb
reason.
story. This was a dumb story, okay? And that might have been
that was dumb to make sense.
no, that's a dumb story because I don't know. I might have been off that night, but don't make the people think that whenever I went out, people did not.
No. I didn't say whenever. This particular night.
Okay, I thought you were going to tell the Amistad story, but
no. I was there for that one. No.
Yes,
I'm just saying that when you say when we had the conversation about men don't approach women, when you know certain things,
I was hurting. I was a broken bird. I needed, even though I was not attracted to any of the guys, I was used to getting attention. And that particular night, I guess my mojo was off. I'm not sure what happened.
No. There was no guys you were interested in, so it doesn't
but
matter.
I still wanted attention.
But that's what I'm saying. So as a man, you don't know if you're just sitting there talking to a woman because she wants your attention and wasting your time. But if she says something to you or gives you an indication that she wants you to talk to her, at least you have some idea. But going in there cold turkey a lot of times, they just want the validation. They don't care about you.
Well, I don't know if it's all quite like that. But what I'm saying is if someone was there that made me laugh, I might have started talking to him. And sometimes if a person can make you laugh and they have a good personality, you may be like, I didn't think he was cute. But man, let me see him again. Like in The Color Purple, when Danny Glover said, when Mr., the dad brought both the daughters over and he was like, I like Nettie. And he was like, well, you can't have Nettie, but you can have Celie. And then he was like, well, let me see her again.
And you see how he treated Celie.
I know,
but a bad example.
I'm no mister. But I'm just saying, sometimes you just, if he's funny and he got a good personality, you may spend some time with him, and next thing you know, he can grow on you. I'm telling you, I know I dated at least 3 guys that just off the rip, looking at them, I would never went out with them. But they grew on me. They stayed. It was a bad example, Taj. It was.
And where are they at now? You got someone you're attracted to. So
yeah, I couldn't marry them. But the point is, they might not want to marry me either. It was just fun. Laughter. I'm telling you, men, if you are not fine, then you need to be funny. That wasn't a part of the that wasn't a part of the breakup. Let's move on. I was just saying. I'm serious. A man that can make you laugh can really he can slide in there. Next thing you know, you be looking at him like he's not that bad looking. He's kind of cute.
Alrighty then.
Sorry. Okay, I got off track, Ravine. I got off track. All right, let's break down. Let's break down this interview. First, let me set it up. You guys know that we talked last week and we announced that the interview that I did with Nell and Chris Fletcher is going to be used in the upcoming the rest of the season on Love Marriage Huntsville. A piece of it, not very much. I probably won't even be in it. It'll probably just be the part of them talking, right? But I wanted to break down the interview to figure out what you thought, Mo, and then find out if the audience felt like there was anything that really should have upset Melody in this interview. I want everyone to be honest, as I know our chat is. The XOs are very, very honest. So I know you guys will be, but I want to break this down because we talked about several things. Most of it, we talked about their relationship, but you guys can watch the whole interview. It's on the page if you're interested in hearing the whole interview. But I want to figure out why Melody was upset with Nell after this video. Because you guys know I pride myself on the channel being very, very, very positive. So the fact that this is being used in something messy, it just made me feel like, what in the world in that interview was bad? So I've pulled several clips. I want to start with this first one. And this first one is when I just was asking them about how the season came back. And the first episode of this season of Love Marriage Huntsville, we saw basically the aftermath of Martell being arrested. And so this is the first part of that interview. With a bang, we came into it. The first scene is Melody and Martell still, maybe even getting worse at this point with him being arrested and put in jail. And Nell, we saw you and Martell had some words last season, and you definitely were clear about how you felt about that. But I also saw that this time you did come back and say you didn't think that it was right for him to be put in jail over the things that happened. How do you guys feel? Because I'm sure all of that happened a while ago. How do you feel about watching that right now, seeing that all come out? I mean, this is still a family unit. This is still, a former husband and wife with 4 children. And this, it's entertaining, but it's also really sad. What did you guys think of that first episode and kind of reliving this whole drama with Melody and Martell still at the focal point of the drama of the show?
Well, it gets draining. It does when you're both of them family. I cannot even say friends. It's like family because I get mad at both of them.
Mm-hmm. I like that about you. You hold both of them accountable. You don't favor.
Yeah, I get mad at both of them, and I won't talk. I get mad. I won't talk to them because they don't listen. She's hard headed too. Mm-hmm. She's just as hard headed as he is, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. Stubborn. At the time, I did not know to what extreme that what he had done. I didn't like the fact that he was arrested, but I did not have all the information neither. I clearly stated I had not spoken with Mel. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I said I have not spoken with her. Mm-hmm. It's so much, so I did not know what exactly he was being arrested for. Right, being arrested and.
Okay. All right. So what do you think? Because looking at that was the opening of the interview, and I asked Nell and Chris what did they think about this first season, and what do you think about Nell's answer to that?
I think it was at least fair. I think it was fair. I think people want you to pick either or, and she didn't. Yeah. And some people will have a problem if it's either all the way over here or nothing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Yeah. But it sounded like she was trying to be fair with the information she had at the time. Let's be clear.
Yeah, I think she was clear about the fact that she did not have all the information. Now, Coach T says, I'm gonna pin this. She says, I feel Mel was upset because Nell knew what their marriage was going through. And honestly, I think Nell wanted Mel to stay with Martell like she stayed with Chris. Now, let me ask you this. That's a good point. If you were in a marriage, right, and you and I have been friends forever, so you introduced me to your new girl, your new woman, and you guys get married, and then she cheats on you and has a baby. Because that's what happened. Martell cheated and had a baby.
Right.
Would you be upset if I was like, if the girl and I had become really good friends, and I was like, well, I understand from both sides, it's both of them. Would that make you upset if the girl cheated and had a baby?
And you knew?
Yeah, because Martell, everyone knows, the whole world knows that he had a baby on her during their marriage.
Okay, but you didn't know ahead of time, right?
No, but I'm just saying this is after the fact. This is after the fact that the baby is here. The baby's like probably 4 at this point.
So what would be the dilemma? I'm confused.
I'm asking, would you be upset if I was open to still being neutral on both sides? Or would you feel like because I'm your friend and she cheated and had a baby that I should be totally on your side?
Be dependent on what I did. I did.
What could you do to make her cheat and have a baby?
That would whatever be the history. I don't know. Maybe I cheated too and that was a get back. I don't karma. But wow, yeah, once you put it like that, it's like wow. Yeah, I probably would. But unless there's some deeper history that we all know of, and it'd be like, well, you did do it on her. I still would want to pick you. Yeah, I kind of get it now. I ain't gonna lie. That's deep. When you put that spin on it, you put it. I'm like, damn. Yeah.
It's one thing if a couple breaks up.
Yeah.
Because a person cheats, right? But the person cheats repeatedly, allegedly, for over 5 years, and then has an outside child. It's kind of like, but it's crazy because, okay, I'll be honest. From my perspective, you and I have been friends for over 20 years, right?
Right.
If you cheated on your girl and you got another girl pregnant, I would be mad at you, but I wouldn't stop being your friend. I would be mad, and I would get in your ass. We tell each other when we're wrong, but I would not stop being your friend. So to Nell's point.
Yeah. But I guess when she just
rough.
The other thing, it kind of bothers her.
Yeah.
Because she's choosing, it feels like she's choosing womanhood over friend. You see what I'm saying? You're a woman, you're supposed to. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Damn. Now, according to Martell, Melody had a cheat, but I don't believe anything that he says. I believe that he makes up things because Martell, as we see in this season, he feels like men have a right to cheat. Like I don't believe anything that he says.
Cheat?
He does. He says that all men cheat. It's just a normal thing, and he doesn't see anything wrong with men having as long as they like take care of home. He's real clear about that. He has real chauvinistic, old school, toxic outlook on a lot of things.
Interesting.
Because he said that now I will to his benefit, he did not grow up with the right example in front of him, right? Most of us did not. And we can't use that as a crutch as we get into our 40s, 30s, and 40s. We have to let those fix those things that are bothering us. But according to him, he felt like that's what men did, right? So I don't know. I don't believe him saying that Melody did not cheat. Now, could there have been issues in their marriage? Of course, I'm sure.
What were his issues in the marriage?
According to him, he told her what he needed and sexually, and she did not do that. Which again, that's not they have 4 children, so obviously they were doing something. They were doing a lot of something. He also said that she did not listen to him. The interesting thing is, this is just my take, and I could be wrong. So we learned later in the show that Melody was the one that had the construction business, the construction license. He could not pass the test, so she did. She was also the one that's a lot more. She just is a lot more business savvy than he is, and I'm not speculating on that. That's actually a fact because we see all the businesses that she has. you know, as opposed to him. Now, Nola, I agree. There was a situation where he accused her of having oral sex with someone, and she said she didn't remember.
Whoa. How far back was this now? Whoa. Yeah, that's a big one to skip over.
That's a big one, but I think, but according to my recollection, this is after he had already cheated.
Now y'all slick ain't tell me nothing about this, y'all.
No, we're telling you that is true. Thank you for sharing that. But I think that was after we learned that he had already had an affair. Now, I don't understand why she did. I don't know why she said she did not remember. Don't know why. I do not know why, but I think that was after he had cheated and everything. And MJ says they were on a break when she did that. He did not have any proof. It wasn't even about him having no proof. The fact that she didn't remember, that was that. But and then where is Huntsville that everybody is talking about this? That's crazy. I didn't understand how that even got out. Like, how do you know what I'm doing in my bedroom with other people? That is just horrible.
Camera work.
No, this is not even somebody that's been on camera. Melody's executive producer. We would never see anybody that she dealt with on their break. No, never.
He got camera work.
I don't know.
I don't know about no. I'm just asking about. I didn't know anything about any of this. And
there is no break in marriage, Dorica, but a lot of people, when they're split up, they both do different things.
Yeah. And some people come clean and say what they did, and some people don't ever want to say.
And he never did come clean. He just kept getting caught. But to me, if you now the young lady that had his child, she had an abortion before and a miscarriage. So yes. So I just feel like at that point, you're trying to get her pregnant. Y'all are trying to have a baby. Y'all trying to disrupt the marriage.
Absolutely.
No.
Either that or your pull-out game is trash.
But no, even if it's trash, which obviously it is, you should have made sure that didn't happen, because that could have jeopardized. You should have felt like
it sounded like he was trying to prove a point, because ain't no
way.
I
think he just didn't care. I feel like he didn't feel. I think he did not feel appreciated, because, like, going back to what I said, I think Melody was the brains of the situation. I think he kind of resented her for that.
Okay.
You know, it came out that
coleslaw woman. Is this the coleslaw woman?
This is the side woman. Yes, the coleslaw. That's the woman he has the baby with. But he was cheating with other people, because obviously he invited Latricia to the house.
Sure did.
And that was, why would you invite a woman to your house?
You know what? It's funny now. That's the second woman that don't remember stuff.
Here we go. Here we go.
One more is about to be a pattern. Let somebody else don't remember. Because to me, if you don't remember, it happened.
I agree. If you don't remember, chances is you did it. You did it. I know you did it. Just admit it.
Right.
Now, this is, I believe I asked Chris. No, this is Nelle talking about. Now, I asked her, that was her reply to just what was going on in the situation. Now, another issue that might have caused some concern is that she was not feeling the fact that Melody had Martell arrested. Now, just to catch Mo up. Okay, Melody and Martell had been married for 11 years. That's a very long time. They had 3 children at the time. Mm-hmm. Now, at the time that the divorce happened and she cut things off with him, they were fighting back and forth. He threatened to put out a video of them having sex while they were married, which I feel is the definition of a bitch ass, because first of all, she's a beautiful woman. You probably would do yourself more harm with releasing revenge porn. But most importantly, who releases a tape of them and their wife, the mother of their children? He claims he wasn't going to do it, but Melody knows that the coleslaw had actually reached out and said that she's seen it and they were going to release it. Like, to me, these are unforgivable things. Like, you and your side chick are watching us. First of all, what's wrong with her? Okay. Second of all, this woman now has 4 children with you, and you would be okay with your children knowing that you have released a video of you and their mom. Like,
it's nasty work, and you don't get no points for pictures, photographs, videos of your wife. You support, like, you don't get nothing from that. Like,
and you're gonna get somebody else trying to figure out where she at.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
That's what he would get. That really would not have served him well. So this is me. This is Nell talking about why she did not think that, why it upset her when she learned that Martell had been arrested for revenge porn.
It's with them, and I didn't like that.
Yeah.
And I'm a person. I'm a mother, and it had nothing really to do with playing the black card. But I do have sons. And we have grandchildren. So any woman, would not like that. You put yourself in those shoes, but at the same time, they're not my shoes.
Yeah.
They're hers. And what he's done, you can't come from that. Like, find out what he did do. Like, okay, they do so much. I'm thinking it's something what they arguing about, as they always doing, not to the fact of what was said he done.
Right.
That's just something you don't do.
Right. Yeah.
Because I wouldn't want Fletcher to do that.
No, and that's why I want to ask you, Chris, because so I do understand. Okay, for you, Mo, and anybody else that did not know, when Martell was arrested, the kids were with him.
Right, I heard about.
She had a problem that with the kids being there, and that could have been bad. I mean, the kids could have been taken, like that. That could have been bad. This interview was 2 months ago. It's on the show. It's on my page, but they're using a piece of this in the show. If you saw the trailer, Melody referenced a interview that she saw, and so this is that interview, and that pissed her off. Or she didn't say pissed her off. She said she did not know if they were. She was like, I care about you. We're friends, and she was like, I thought so until I saw that interview. And so we're just trying to talk about why Melody would be so upset, because even though I think you can see that Nell is obviously pained by this situation. Like, you could see it in her face. Like, it bothers her a lot that this has come. Now, I think most people, when we heard about it, because at first it just was supposed to be harassing communication, but that's under the umbrella of revenge porn, right?
Right.
I will say, for me, if an ex of mine had threatened me with revenge porn, I would go to the police as well, or a family member that would be able to help him make a better choice.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
I at this point, at this age, I probably would rather go to the police, because I wouldn't want my family member to get in trouble.
Right.
But I do think, because of when you hear someone say something like that, that's emotional. It makes you that's just hurtful, and it's disrespectful, and you got children. And I would definitely probably have called, some family, family, friends, definitely my cousin, like, and they would have been more than happy to go and see about him. But I just want to say, as a woman, I would have been calling somebody to take care of it, and that might not have went well, or call the police, because that's not cool.
But they have to actually do the act. Would it, if they haven't done it?
It's a threat. It's a threat, which is why it's a threat. Like, your threat. I have a screenshot text message of you saying that you're going to put out this porn, like and we probably can't say porn. I should have probably deleted that out, because the last time one of our videos got it was that they got upset about some word that we use, but we'll just say RP from now on. But if somebody if I was threatened with that, I would either go to the police or go have somebody go see about them.
Gotcha.
What do you think?
Absolutely. Now I have clear context. Okay, so You can arrest somebody if they threaten, and obviously the evidence was on her phone that
it's like threats. It's like it's harassment, and you know, that is you know, dang, I got to go back and erase that because they're definitely going to pull that.
Because if I say, I'm going to beat you up, physically assault you, and I don't, and I just threaten, can you arrest? That's what I'm just trying to understand.
It's a threat, so you can get in trouble for that. You should never text somebody you're going to beat them up.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, then that's it. He broke the law, period. And you don't send nobody else. You don't want to send nobody else in danger. You know, now my first instinct would be to, like you said, you know, and then somebody might go over there, but then you don't know how that's going to turn out. If you let the police handle it, you let the police handle it. Wow. But he's like, that is so weak. Like, dog, that's your wife. That's not his wife. That's your
mother
wife.
Of your children.
Mother, there you go. Mother of your children, right?
Gun Boss says, I would have done a Bertie Mac. You better sleep in your bulletproof vest. But Gun Boss and Mo, men don't care if one of you guys' exes had revenge porn, had RP on you. Would you be upset? I don't think men even care. Y'all probably show them.
I would.
You don't want no one showing you getting it in, Mo?
It might be the less flattering side. What side did they get? My left or the right? I don't know. You might see me doing stuff that you be like, Mo, I didn't know you do that. Yes, I do that. Yes. I don't know, but I don't want to show nobody. That's why you know, what's that saying? No one knows where the nose goes when the door's closed. Yes. I want everybody to know.
Oh, Gun Boss says show it. Okay. All right. See, I know my husband.
Okay.
He has no problem. But as a woman, I would be horrible, especially if that's like you and your husband. I mean, anybody else, it would just be a call to the family, you know, to go. But your husband, like, how whack is that for a husband to put out
his wife?
His wife
supposed to be sacred.
Children that you have 4 children with. That's your children's mother.
Supposed to be sacred now. That you and your wife.
But what are you going to say to your children when they ask you, what is this?
It's a lot of people that have to explain that.
But you don't want your son and your daughter to see their mother in that way. Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, he don't care, obviously. Son do not care. He don't care.
Okay, so this goes to my point. You cannot be a good father if you are willing to take it that far to hurt the mom. Because you have, because at the end,
you're right.
At the end of the day, you cannot be a good father and not think, oh, wait a minute, that's going to affect my kids.
Yeah, that you got to make that one. You were right. Yes, you're right.
Gunboss says some people get into couples watching each other. They do, and in fact, baby, we got invited to one of the guys from Ready to Love, Adonis.
You sure you want to say this?
No, well, we got invited. I mean, we don't do any of that, but I'm just saying he's doing an event where they do like live demonstrations of flogging or adult play, like the BDSM or whatever.
What is that called when the people watch?
It's voyeurism.
No, there's another one where it's like the give and receive. It's like a third person sits there and just like.
I don't know what that is.
But
won't say it because we're already in trouble.
But that same guy you talking about tried to holler at somebody I know in Texas, and they told me. And I'm like, I know, I'm familiar. And showed me the stuff and everything. Yeah.
Even while he has his new girlfriend?
Yeah, I think she was trying to invite them in.
Oh, they were all coming into it together. Okay.
I don't know, but anyway, I don't want to get nobody in trouble, but.
Okay.
There you go.
Yes, we're not going to say it, but that is the word. Yes, and that's disgusting. But I mean, in my opinion, everyone to each his own. All right. So I asked Chris, because Chris has been friends with Martell. I asked Chris what was his opinion on Martell's behavior, and this was his response. I'm sure off screen as well, but we're just going to say the alleged revenge porn and what was done. Because first it was said that, oh, it's a text message. And of course, any woman thinks, well, okay, a text message is, harassing text message. But then when it came out, at that time through the blogs, what the text message was threatening. And I just want to know from your perspective as a man and a husband, what is your perspective on his actions and the fact that he actually would threaten to do something so distasteful and disrespectful to his wife, but also the mother of his children that are very well able to read the blogs and to be affected by something that disgusting?
Well, again, we're talking about Martell. And Martell is the type of individual that he just really reacts. He doesn't really think, because I don't see that. He's a smart guy. You know what I mean? So I hope he didn't go through thinking about this and then did it. Mm-hmm. I hope that Martell that just reacted on something that, that he felt so, I don't know, apparently determined about. I don't like it. Melody going to the point of, putting the warrant out and him serving that warrant or what have you, being arrested. No, that's not it. That's never good. That's never good. But I really don't have an opinion on what she should have done or how she should have done it.
Yeah.
He didn't answer the question, man.
He kind of beat around the bush.
And I get it. It's hard because his wife is there. You get the most honest answers especially when their woman ain't around. That's number one. Yeah. Number two, so let's say if Martell was really serious and he did it. See, once you make that threat, and you've made threats before and you actually came through on them, how do I know this is real or not? So she was in a tough spot. I ain't gonna lie. She was. Because what would have happened?
Well, and also something that he said to me makes me feel like it probably was the right decision, because he just said that he's an emotional guy and he doesn't think before he does stuff. So if he gets mad enough, he might, if something happened and he don't get his way, he might just went ahead and did it. And then she would have been out there. And so I think she acted in offensive, to make sure that she was safe, because if Chris knows that he acts emotionally and when he gets angry, just does stuff without thinking, she knows that too. She knows better than him because they were married that long. So she's aware of who she's dealing with. So when I
got Chris, it was kind of that I got from Chris, because he said he talks it. He speaks emotionally, but if he thinks it, he's not going to actually do it. But I think she knows that he probably would. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think Chris just kind of didn't want to be involved and kind of beat around the bush. It's interesting because I feel like the men on the show none of them respect Martell. And that's clear. Like, it's clear that Chris doesn't, the first thing he said was, it's Martell. But he's obviously had an affair on his wife as well. I think it's just the way they do it. It's just the way it's done.
I think he's the most, so there's guys that do a lot of pillow talking about one other guy. Mm-hmm. That other guy gets caught out there. They'd be like, see, when they've done or do the same stuff. And so he's the easy guy to pick on.
Because he got caught. Because he out there, he's blatant. He got caught with it.
Yes, and because all the guys that you tell me about have had a situation. So whether he has it 10 times or you haven't won, you haven't. And that's how I'm pretty sure he looks at it. Uh-huh. Now, none of it's right, but I think they're stuck. Well, I got to say something because he's wrong, but at the same time, Martell has something on me too.
Yeah, but I don't think that Chris, because I feel like he's a little bit sneaky as well. But I
He
don't.
looks sneaky. I ain't gonna lie.
He doesn't. I don't believe he would put out RP on his wife. Like that's
not that far. No,
that's taking it to a whole nother level. Same thing with Marceau. Everybody can say what you want about Marceau, but I don't think he would do that. He wouldn't go there like
most guys.
Wild boy.
Most guys wouldn't do it. Hell, Martell might not even. He might have just been talking, but she can't never be too sure. So she had to. Once you say it, you put that person in a position, like you always say, you could do something, but you can't dictate how the other person is going to respond.
That's true. That's true.
So that's on him.
Or if because he's now, according to the side chick, which is wild. According to the side chick, he showed it to her. I don't even understand. And that's another show I want to mention once we get done with this. It's just weird. Like, why would you watch? Why would you even look at that? That should hurt you because he's been with you all this time while he's with his wife. Why would you be cool looking at that? That's weird.
Now, wasn't it a situation where he was saying that they were saying it wasn't him?
No.
And it was like there wasn't?
It was supposed to be not him in the picture, and he was trying to make it seem like it was somebody else.
Okay. But maybe she thought it was somebody. I don't know.
Nah. How would he get video of her with somebody else?
Especially if somebody was holding the camera like this. Man.
Nah, this show is this. I don't see anything that would explain why she was upset with Nelle. Another clip we talked about, because somebody said earlier that I think Nelle feels like women should stay even if the man has an affair, like she did, because they've not necessarily come out and say it, but they've insinuated that there's been infidelity in the past in their marriage. And this is her response. We talk about how Melody did try, to save the marriage by any means necessary.
Oh, and I've kind of slightly had a conversation with Mel about this before, but she did a lot of.
She tried.
Yeah, she did.
She did.
She did.
Mm-hmm. We can't say she didn't try.
She did.
I'm not gonna lie. As a fan, I like Melody very much, and I love the example that she sets. I know that she has her things, but I hated to see them, the marriage dissolve. But what no one can say is that she did not try, and she did not give him ample opportunity to right the wrong. And he just was stuck on stupid. And so, as someone that loves marriage and loves Black love and loves to see our community stay together, it just at some point, it is okay for her to do what's best for her and her children. So, I totally understood at the point that you bring another child, like you just don't want to do better. So I it's unfortunate because there were so many of us that were rooting for them. And I do believe he loved his wife. I do believe he really
he loved her.
Yeah.
He just
can't get it right. It's stuff in him that needs to be fixed, and TV makes it bigger. Well, I know I've taken up a lot of you guys. So there is this old school idea that you make it work with your husband, regardless. And it's funny because I asked a couple of men today, what would they stay with their wife if the wife cheated, right? Because a lot of times we expect women to stay when a man cheats. And I'm wondering, like, would you stay if a woman cheated? Like if you're married, say you guys have been married for 11 years, and what that make you then? You're well into your 60s, doctor. Pajama Moe is well into his 60s. You find out that she had a bit of indiscretion. But she loves you. She loves you. You guys, there's something that are you kicking her in your 60s? Because that's where we're going. We can't go backwards.
Do I got some money?
I mean, just you're where you are now. Maybe a little further because it's 10 years have passed.
I'm out. I'm out.
So if you didn't have any money, you would stay?
Till I got it together. Hey, I can't do it. I tried to put up with cheating one time. I'm never doing that again. I can't. Because not even about you. I can't sleep by myself. I can't do it.
It's rough though, but it's so rough because it's like once you put that line in the sand, you got to know that it can come for you. What you gonna do when it comes for you?
What happened?
I said, what will you do when it comes? Because it comes to most marriages deal with infidelity.
I'm not. I won't get married. I'm not doing. Hey man, listen, whoever you are out there, I ain't putting up. Listen.
I can't. And I told myself, I was like, sorry. I'm in a hotel. Y'all know that. My computer did not like the odds. My computer was like, damn it, man. This is the thing.
Because what are you staying for? You don't have no kids. What am I staying for?
Yeah, I'm not. I left with 2 kids and no money. I was just like, I will not be disrespected. And then for me now, I would have to leave because I left the first time with way more to lose. I ripped the kids from their family. Like I didn't rip them, but I just can't do it because I really want to understand. Like I have a girlfriend that just she knows her husband, they have an open relationship and it doesn't bother her, but it would just be it's something wrong with my mind. It would just be my mind.
She's just built different. That's normal. What you're doing is normal. There's nothing wrong with you. Trust me. Not saying there's something wrong with her. She just built different.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody is built different. And you got to know who you are. And I know I would probably hurt somebody because, that's how things happen on the ID channel is it keeps going around in your head over and over again. You try to get over it. You just keep seeing it in flashbacks and I couldn't. Yes. And like Nola says, STDs, because this is the thing. When people have affairs, they don't use protection.
60 years old, STD.
No, can I tell you something? Seriously, my mom, my mom is a nurse. My mom, she told me that at the nursing home that she worked at, because she took care of older patients, the STDs, they had a herpes outbreak. It was going wild in the.
That's because them people coming in there sleeping with them people now.
No, it was the people. It was the residents sleeping with each other.
But it's got to start from somewhere.
But they're sneaking to each other's rooms.
But who brought it in?
I don't know.
I used to work in the nursing home. I don't know if y'all know. I was a nursing assistant. I moved to Atlanta. Their old people are the same as us. But yeah, no, I would, every time he didn't answer the phone, I'd be like. See, that's the thing, man. I don't ever want to, even if I cheat, don't be with me and you want to work it out. No, we can't. I cheated. I did wrong. You're not going to be accusing me. I go to the store. I took a little too long. Where was you at with that bitch? You're not going to put me through that. I had enough of my friends go through that. I am not doing it.
But but I would.
And fellas, if you're going to cheat with somebody that got their own place for you to stay, because you're going to get put out the house.
You're going to get put out.
Don't cheat with no homies.
Cheaters who don't feel remorse for their actions or lack insight into the behavior are also unlikely to change. Very true. I think people that get away with it. I think when a person cheats, they really don't want to get away with it. Because when they get away with it, I feel like they're almost disappointed and they keep doing it again. Because like, for instance, with Martell, why would the girl gets pregnant, you have an abortion. Why wouldn't you think, woo, let's don't do that again. You go right back in there and get her pregnant 3 times. And I know another girlfriend that was dealing with this guy that was married and they got pregnant like over and over again. Like, I think secretly they want to get busted.
I don't think.
What is it then?
You got the snapper.
But you could put a condom on with the snapper.
It don't feel the same. And no, you cannot with the snapper. You cannot. It's not the snapper no more. The condom.
Oh, then it's not snapperish.
Oh, I'm using that. I like that.
I don't know, guys. Nell stayed with Chris and they're good. But I feel like there's no good deed goes unpunished. When you give a man another chance, he will always prove to you why you should not have.
I wouldn't say all that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I'll say it. I said it. I said it.
So we can't. So same is that vice versa then?
I don't know. I never dated a woman.
You know, women that cheated. Come on, man. You know, women that have cheated. You don't know. Come on.
I don't know women that have cheated.
You this guy finished. Man,
stop it. You don't call any names. You don't point any. You don't make any references.
Nobody's name. But we all know women that cheated.
I don't know that they do it again. I think women can be very repentant.
So how come a man can't? I'm confused.
No, y'all don't.
I believe my brothers can.
Y'all don't. Men don't reward sweetness. They reward it with evil.
Men don't reward sweetness.
Like if a woman shows a man a lot of grace and understanding and love, they usually take that opportunity to walk all over her.
That is a negative way to think about it.
I'm just saying, I think that's why you have to be very firm with guys, because a lot of times if you do show them that you're just a nice, sweet person, they don't always appreciate a lot of men. Let me rephrase. A lot of men don't appreciate that. Because let's look at this. You and I both know people that have the man gets caught cheating, the woman cries.
Okay.
Hurts. He sees her hurting and he continues to do it. I have never seen, now this is just one I haven't seen in my 40 plus years. I have never seen a man hurt a woman and for cheating, like he gets caught cheating and he's like, or he knows how much she loves her. He comes home and sees how sweet she is, how much she loves him. And he says, oh my God, I feel so bad about cheating. Let me stop. No, he thinks I got a good thing here. She probably ain't never going to catch me. And he keeps going.
Well, I think if the dude got caught once, he knows it's a possibility he can get caught again.
Now, why does he keep doing it?
It might make him a better cheat or he might stop. Because 9 times out of 10, what he cheated with, he don't really care about at all.
You've told us this, but this is the thing. But studies and statistics show that they keep returning to the scene of the crime.
It's the snapper. It's not her.
Okay, but
or a lot of times, women be like, I ain't doing that. Talk to the loose women. They're doing all the stuff you don't want to do.
Not the loose women.
They're doing all the stuff that the other woman doesn't. And that's the thing. It's not that she's doing, I'm not doing that. And you talk to her, she's doing that. And I'm not saying.
Give us an example in PG terms of something that a man may need sexually. Because Martell did suggest that his needs weren't being met. Give us something a man may need sexually that if he does not get in a PG way, that he may look for someone else.
Fellatio.
Huh?
Fellatio.
What woman in 2024? Well, no, I can't say because I have girlfriends that are not doing it.
I will tell you this. Well, let me rephrase that. Good fellatio. Not just because you do something to it that what some women tend to think is good, or you do it lazy. I'm talking about once you had it good, it's kind of hard to go back. And then he tells you, like, I'm not doing that. Or he might want you to get the gooch. You like, I'm not doing that. Well, guess who is? But is
that really worth cheating, risking your relationship?
Not if you never had it, but once you ever, it's like what you said. Women, if she's been exposed to a good life and not having to pay, it's kind of hard to go back to splitting rent. When she never had to pay.
But I'm saying, is the gooch worth you cheating?
For me, yes.
Oh gosh.
But I'm not in a relationship, and any other woman, this is what I require now. Hey, I told the girl, I was like, I'm going to cheat on. I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm going to cheat on you. I told the girl that.
But I didn't know it was because of the gooch.
No, it was all of everything she did was whack. But that was part of it too.
But she couldn't learn.
At that age, she's a 46. That's her, and I don't think she should change. Be you. I'm gonna do me and do your thing. If we're not sexually compatible, I can't do it. I'm letting you know right now. And instead of cheating on you, I'd just rather not be in a relationship.
That's the right thing to do.
No, that's what I did. I told you. I said.
But I just wonder if she has everything else is good, and the only thing bad is that. Is that worth it?
The compatibility?
The gooch.
Is it worth cheating?
Yes.
Probably not. Probably not.
If everything else is good. If everything else is good.
I would say this. I probably would stay, but if somebody is a gooch giver along the way, I might be tempted.
How would you even know?
Having an open forum like this, she'd be like, I'd have to do that. I'd be like, her?
I guarantee you, I'll make you a bet. I'll make you a bet. Somebody on here, somebody in this chat, either from the chat, the live chat, or the replay, is going to hit you up and tell you that they do that. Or they're going to hit me and tell me to tell you. I swear to God, I know my audience. Y'all.
Calm down.
Shut up.
It ain't worth it. Like I said, no, to be honest with you, a good relationship, if the woman is solid, and for real, she's solid because she loves you, she's going to try and do whatever she could possibly do, right? And that's all well and fine. You have to be a pro at none of that.
There are some things that I will not do regardless if I love the person or not. And I feel like if you love me, you would not want me to do that.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean if he got somebody else to do it, that doesn't mean he don't love you either. If he can't change a tire and you got somebody else to change the tire, does it mean that you don't love your man?
Nope.
There we go.
That's not the same. That's not the same.
I'm just getting my tire changed. You said you can't do it. Or you won't do it. You won't do it.
Rub feet. Oh, you know what, Gun Boss? I have rubbed your feet. I have rubbed your feet. I didn't at first, but I have rubbed the feet. In fact, I gave you a real good one. I was just like, oh God. I did it. I don't like feet. It freaks me out, but I did it because I really love my husband. I rub the feet, but
I don't want nobody touching my feet. Don't touch me.
I don't like nobody touching
I don't even like the little Asian people touching my feet.
Well, honestly, like it's not something I require, but it does sometimes feel good if you've been, but I just, yes. But I did it. I'm doing it. I'm in there like swimwear. So then I asked my last clip today on this particular situation. I asked Nelle, because we got to have the next week, we got to dedicate completely to Destiny and Sunny, because this keeps getting worse and worse and worse. But I asked Nelle what was her opinion about it, and this was her response. Gotcha. A question, Nelle. Do you feel like that girl code was violated in that situation? You can just give us your opinion in the situation with Destiny and Sunny, the producer. It's just a hot mess. But do you think that there was a girl code that was violated with Sunny dating Destiny's ex?
I do.
And I appreciate that honesty. Okay. And there we go. There's just no way. There's just no way. Yes, Sonny, I was rubbing them dogs. I rubbed the dogs. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think most people would agree that girl code was that was, and what's even crazier is they got her on the show and she's trying to befriend the other ladies, and so we're going to do next week. We're going to talk about that. But I do want to ask you, I don't know if you guys saw this clip of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. We don't recap that show, but I saw a clip of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and Kirk and Rashida are again sitting down with the young lady that Kirk cheated on Rashida with. and they are talking about the baby. Now, the young lady says that she's upset because in their court order, Kurt was supposed to get the baby every third weekend, and he hasn't done that exactly. Right. And Rashida said something. She said, it's never going to be exactly how nothing is ever 100% perfect, but you know that he has support and love, and we do for him. And the girl was like, well, you weren't even at his birthday party. And Kurt was like, but I paid for the party and I bought all the gifts. You know, I couldn't be there for the actual party, but they are obviously involved with the boy. Right. And I wonder what you guys think about that. And yes, Kanisha, we did see there's rumors that Kurt shared with the baby mama that he was not getting enough sex. Now, to me, this is a complete infraction on boundaries. And, you know, I know Kurt and Rashida have been together a long time. Yes, they have. That's wild. That's wild that he's even still having a conversation about this girl. I would assume that they were still having an affair if he's talking to the girl about our sex life. Like that's
he definitely is to me, just on the fact that in that clip at the end, he was like, well, are you going to still come to the door with
naked? Yeah.
And she was like, I got receipts, text messages. And he was like, I mean, I admit sometimes, and it cuts off. So that lets me know at that point he shut up because she got something on him.
But that's a good example. I know that Kurt loves Rashida, right? We know that. I don't think anybody would question that. But why would you still be doing that? And I'll tell you what, when I saw that clip, what I saw was that the girl was happy to see Rashida. It's like she can't wait to throw it in her face. Rashida is a beautiful woman, probably the most beautiful woman in this state. And I think the girl feels confident because she was able to get her dude. Because she was like, hi, Rashida, nice to see you again. Like she's just rubbing it in her face. And I'm like, it ain't really even about Kurt. It's really more about Rashida. Like she feels like because she's dealing with Kurt, she's on Rashida's level. But what she don't realize is that she'll never be on Rashida's level because she's not the wife. She's not that. Like you're just not that. You're never going to be that. I don't care how many Kurts you have sex with and have kids with, you're not going to be Rashida. But I wonder if Kurt even gets it. It's not about him. How did that come?
What happens is I told you about, and you were there for several situations. I told you it's not even about me. She just don't want to lose to her. It don't even be about. So I think he gets it. But at the same time, I think that he's used to Rashida. He woke up in the morning, smelled the breath. He's used. It ain't the same as a new dude that's seen her.
Yeah, you know? That's true.
So this other woman is still like, when you see her, it's kind of like it's the contrast. Now maybe if he ain't seen Rashida in a minute,
but that's not marriage. When you're married to somebody, you're gonna see them.
No. I get it, but that's what you're going up against.
I'm with you, Ravine. I don't want the type of love Kurt gives anyway. I don't either.
There you go. Because honestly, Kurt always to me seems like he's over it. He's just there putting up, getting whatever he put in, because they went through a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I think he's hanging in there from what it done. I think the show brought them together.
I also think that he don't want her to be with somebody else.
Hell no. Especially and not have to see her in this state, in this city. Hell no.
And somebody would definitely scoop her up.
Yeah, Rashida, and believe it or not, forget whatever y'all see on the show. Rashida is one of them people that look better in person.
Yeah, she is. She's beautiful.
When you it's not a lot of people that you see that look better in person than they do on TV, but she's one of them. But it's unfortunate. But
Kurt does not. I said Kurt is not one of those people.
Oh no!
He wanted to bring clarity to the situation. He looks exactly like he looks on TV. I just want to make sure we even the score.
Kurt is he's an interesting cat. Because even for years when I used to see him, I didn't know that they were together.
No, I knew they were together because I used to work for the agency that represented her. So I met them as a couple years
Like,
ago.
yeah,
Like,
'cause he would stand far from her.
he would stand way in the back,
And
but
then when you came up to talk to her about anything or any business, she would point and say my manager. It wasn't until, and then I found out they were together, and I was like, for a minute, I wasn't sure. But this is like in the late 90s. They've been together for a minute.
yeah.
Shout out to Frost Bistro. Don't have a big party and go there and have some people show up late. They ain't gonna let them sit at your table. That's the only thing I ain't like.
Did you enjoy the food?
Food was cool. This food was cool. The son that works there, I think he's the oldest son. He manages that. He's very respectful. Tried to be accommodating.
Okay.
They just had a thing. If you had two people there and you had a table for 4 and there's 2 people eating, and then your other party shows up later, they will not let them sit.
Oh wow. Well, that's a lot of restaurants here like that. It's weird, but I just wanted you guys to I just wanted to know what you guys thought about that scene. That I agree. I keep thinking like this has got to be just for TV because that's really weird that they would have this on the show. I also feel like, and this is just my opinion, it may not be true, but Rashida can't really be that locked in. Like she probably sees him more as family than like, because at the point that you're sitting down with the girl that and you're not upset, you just blowing it off, and then you get up and leave them together. I said she don't care. She got
the man. You can do all that. He coming back to me.
Yeah, but I think she's kind of over it. I think she just be letting it go for the show. Like I don't think she really into him like that no more.
Damn. That's the first, because I used to be like, man, if you get a woman, you want a woman like that. She put over.
Yeah, I think she loves him, but I just feel like, because come on, that's a hurt. That's got to be. Do you? I just can't imagine her sharing with the world that type of pain if she really wasn't kind of over it. Because when you're hurt and people are talking about it, that's horrible. But for her to have the girl back on and the whole situation with him telling the girl about their sex life, she got to be over it. She can't be really locked in with him.
Or she just down with they need a storyline.
That could be it too. That could be it too. I don't know, but I did not like that scene. I was like, but that's a lot of females. A lot of men don't realize that girls trying to holler at you. They looking at the girl that you got, and they want to prove that they're better than her, or they want to prove they're on the same level as her. Especially if you have a girl that has like she got a high profile going on. I have a friend of mine that she went out with this guy, and they ended up going together. They were really close. They broke up, and a girl texted her and was like, I just want you to know I'm like, is she doing that because she's trying to get to you? That's weird. That is really weird.
That is weird. That is weird. But men have their version too, but I don't know if they go back and tell them, but they tell other people. I was with such and such girl, like, I've been with a few people, but I'm not going to talk about it on the internet or, you know what I'm saying, running,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's weird though. Whoever out with somebody, baby mama, and his record come on, or record heat on come on the that's weird. Don't ever do that. I ain't know what to do. Try to act like the record wasn't on. But I've always I said if I want a woman to be, you want a rider, rush.
But do you want a woman that stays with you while you cheat and hurt her and do all that stuff?
If I'm cheating and I didn't break up with her, obviously I would want her to stay, but because else why would I sneak and do it? If I'm cheating, let's be clear. If I'm cheating.
Right. Jesus Christ. But yeah, so I Ravine said, Mo, were you with Usher's ex?
No, but but Usher was on the song that was playing in the background. He was featured on the record. I'll say that. That's funny you say that.
Are you sure it wasn't Usher's ex?
No. Usher was on the hook of Usher was on the hook of a song. I'll just say that. and it was a couple people on the record, and her baby daddy was one of them.
Now, anyway, were you attracted to her because that was her baby daddy?
I didn't even know.
Okay.
I didn't know. I think I found out late. I didn't even know. We were on a double date. I was with John. What was that spot that had the pool tape on Peachtree? You used to go upstairs and play pool. Was playing pool.
Oh, but was it Barnacles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the record came on, and nobody said nothing. It got quiet. And we shooting pool, and I just tried to act like I ain't. Anyway,
he said it wasn't Usher's ex.
No, it wasn't Usher. No, this woman was actually attractive.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just saying. I wasn't. I'm just. Yeah. Anyway,
Don't do that.
What is
So Wednesday we're back with Dating Diaries. He does have. Does he have 3 ex? He has 2 ex-wives and a current. So he has 2 ex-wives and a current. Next Wednesday we're back with Dating Diaries.
Yes. You have someone female.
We do, and I think we have another one. I got to tell you something. In fact, I'm gonna text you something. I know something about one of our past guests. I'm gonna text it to you now.
Uh-oh.
But you can't say it. But
Night.
Man, I just want to get your reaction.
Said I'm not a ride or die. I don't want to die, sir.
China Doll says any follow-up from Troy.
Whoa. What do you mean follow-up from Troy?
I don't know. I enjoyed Troy. I enjoyed Troy on the show.
What I'll talk to you, Christal, about not what you text me about, what we just the choice.
What do you think about what I text you?
Yeah, that's scary. That's scary for both parties. That's scary. I
can't spill the tea now, Bossy D, but we may later. What else? Again, hey guys, I am in Chicago. I will be back on Sunday. So next week we'll be back to our regular vibe. But if you are in Chicago and you are out and about and you want to come to the Black Women's Expo, please do. I am at booth 125. And I would love to meet you. I would love to take a picture. I would love to, hug your neck and see you. And then I'll be back in Atlanta, and we got stuff coming up next month. I am here at the Black Women's Expo, and can I tell you? So I did have some pizza, some Chicago pizza today. I think I'm gonna probably warm it up for breakfast in the morning. But yeah, I had a really rough time at
airport.
The airport, O'Hare, yes. And I don't want to go near Lollapalooza either. I'm not going near Lollapalooza either. I was at the McCormick, the McCormick Convention Center. But I definitely don't want to go anywhere near that many people for Lollapalooza. What do you have coming up this week, Mo?
Nothing. Oh, what do I got? I'm getting some stuff together. I'm working on some stuff. I'm getting ready for it'll be a year anniversary at the end of the month, beginning of the next month, for me being on the show, and I'm working on something. We'd be one.
Okay.
Yeah. So
yeah, he does sound kind of stuffy.
Yeah, I do. I'm trying to shake this cold. Thank you. I'm trying to. I took some Metamucil. I was just drinking orange juice.
Okay, Metamucil does not help you with a cold.
Why don't it? No, it I got the thing. Yes, it do.
Metamucil?
Yeah, they got a cold thing. Congestion, sore throat, all that. Yeah. You poured it. Yeah. Don't listen to Christal, y'all. Trust me. Look it up. Look it up.
I am.
You'll see. Oh, Mucinex, not Metamucil.
I was like, Metamucil makes you go to the bathroom, but
no, one of them things that begin with an M. Mucinex.
Mucinex. Yeah. See how you tried to check me and you were wrong?
I know. That's what I get.
He was like, yes, it is Metamucil. And I was like, are you
I know.
starting up a fiber mix? You're gonna end up going to the bathroom. You're not gonna get over that cold.
Mucinex. I'm trying to shake it. I actually didn't even go to work today.
Oh, wow.
But I got a lot of stuff done. A lot of stuff done.
See, I'm telling you, you need that woman to be in there making you some chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side.
What?
Yeah, you chicken noodle soup with a Sprite on the side.
Yeah.
You need some. I'm telling you, I got a girlfriend that every time her dude gets sick, she will make him some chicken noodle soup. I will prepare you some chicken noodle soup. I won't make it from scratch, but I do prepare the chicken noodle soup. Yeah.
No, we'll see what happens. I'm trying to shake it because a cold in the summer is the worst.
No, it is. Bossy says soda does not go with chicken noodle soup. Y'all remember the Little Mama record, chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. But it can if it's ginger ale or Sprite, because that can help you.
Yeah, ginger ale. But this, between the ceiling fan and I've not slept with the last couple of nights because I think a lot of that was caused by that. But it's all good.
Well, I will say this: a lot of people have COVID, so just be careful. A lot of people have it. Like I have 5 friends that had it. I'm just hoping God be with me. I just want to get back to Atlanta. If I can just get back to Atlanta to the open air, if I can get there without COVID, I'll be happy because it's definitely going around. Really, like I said, I had 5 friends last week that had it. 5.
Yeah, when I had it before, like I said, it might come back different. But when I had it before, it felt way different. Yeah. This feels like a cold because my nose wasn't running in. It wasn't. This is different.
Yeah. See, I was. Derica says you need real ginger. He does. Can you?
Go get you I had one for the longest time. I think it was like this big.
But you have to. You're not supposed to. Did you cut little pieces?
I threw that thing up. Fatima bought that.
Okay.
When she came over here last year, and the thing it felt like it was getting bigger and bigger. I wanted to just throw that thing away.
Well, I don't think you're supposed to keep it that long. Yeah, it probably. I mean, it wouldn't stay fresh too long unless you were growing it. If it was growing,
that's what it felt like. I threw it away.
Okay. Well, you can always go get some ginger at the store that's already prepared.
We'll see what happens, y'all.
That means he's not going to do it. All righty. Well, in that case, Pajama Mo, feel better. Get you some rest. Yeah. I guess you're in the house tomorrow. Today is Friday. I am at the thing all day tomorrow and Sunday, and I cannot wait to get back to Atlanta. I have been.
That's right.
I have been on a world tour, LA, and then
how was LA, by the way?
LA was good. I like LA. I like LA. I considered moving there a long time ago, not to LA, but like to Santa Monica or something. I always have a good time when I go there.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a great time in Chicago. The last time I was in Chicago, I came up here to tape Black Ink Chicago, and I interviewed the cast for Rolling Out at the time, and actually, ironically, I hung out with Jason Lee, and when I went to LA, I saw Jason. I spent some time with Jason as well. So. Just interesting how things change. But I had a great time. Well, actually, the last one was here in Chicago when I was here to tape the Black Ink Chicago. In my Uber, the Uber driver got into an accident. Chicago people drive crazy, almost like New York. Like y'all drive a lot more aggressive than Atlanta. So the Uber driver got into an accident, and we actually sued Uber. I mean, they paid us off. Myself and my videographer. And then in the Uber, I had a bad Uber experience here in Chicago this time. My Uber driver was not cool. It was just weird. But yeah, it is very aggressive driving, but I'm in Ubers. I didn't rent a car this time. So I am at the mercy of the Uber drivers, but I'll be back. I can't wait to get back. I can't wait to see my honey bunny. I can't wait to see my dogs. I miss my sugar pie. I should have brought her with me. She's going to be my emotional support dog because I need to take her with me. I saw lots of people had their dogs with them.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. So where they fly? Under the plane?
No, they are with you on the plane. They
Okay.
sit right there with you.
The little ones.
Actually, I was on a plane with a pretty big one time. He was sitting, he was looking at me, and I was looking at him. He was sitting next to on the floor, and he was a good size. Now
Yeah,
I'm sure I couldn't bring one of my Rottweilers.
that's what I'm saying. It had to be a service dog.
Yeah, certain size. I wonder how they do that because I think Rottweilers probably can be emotional support animals though. Anyway, all right, guys, we love you guys for watching. Make sure that you like this chat before you leave. Go back and watch some of the other videos if you haven't. I did a really good interview with Mimi Sanders and her husband Steven Sanders, who are the new couple on Married to Medicine.
Yep.
And then I also did an interesting interview with Corona, who is on 90 Day Fiance the Other Way, a young lady who at 30 years old is moving from her home in Philadelphia and going to Iceland to be with
Hell no.
a guy, which I said, you know, I wrote an article about it today. I think it's more about the excitement. I don't think she really is doing it for him. I think young women today, they like to travel. My daughter is constantly trying to get out of the country. They just like to travel. So I think I heard Iceland has the lowest crime rates of the entire world. Thank you for the XOR that put that on the page. So I don't think it's necessarily about him. I think it's about the opportunity to travel and to start over again. And kudos to her. So watch those interviews. Make sure you like this one. And we will see you right back here on Wednesday for Dating Diaries. And we do have 2 people that will be joining us. And hopefully I can convince the other person that I had a little tip about to come on and give us an update about their relationship. So
there you go.
All right.
Hey, thank y'all for all the well wishes and everything. We're gonna see how it goes.
Yeah, get something warm in your throat, Mo. It sounds
whoa,
like
whoa. All right, it's time.
Good. I meant some tea. Good night. Good night. Good night. Bye.